Hello, friends and lovers, and welcome to 13Z. This is an upcoming action roguelike. Let's hop right into it. So, the moveset that we have going on for ourselves here, you have a basic attack combo. I have skipped over the tutorial for y'all. You can also hold down the attack button to do that, whatever that is. You have a special combo, which is going to be the Y button in the bottom right as well. So you kind of swing up and then you land down. Right trigger is your longer cooldown special. It's very strong, very powerful. You also have a double dash system. If you hold down the dash button, you can turn into a cute little fox for a little while. And then after that, everything's pretty normal. You do technically have a dash strike that looks like this. It doesn't really look that much like a dash strike, I would argue. But let's hop into the run here. So we can probably don't want to get into whatever the heck's going on here. This is a playtest I just launched today as of the recording, at least. I'll link in the description if you want to try to join it. This caught my eye by a few people, I guess you could say. Who pointed out that IGN was calling this thing a Hades-like. And it does have a Boon system. I've only played for about 20 minutes right now, but it does have a Boon-style system going on. And you'll see that soon, because we have to choose an upgrade for what we're going to get as a reward to this combat chamber. So just kill all the enemies, and then we get to collect the reward pretty simply. You definitely want to use this move on cooldown. Now, you're probably going to notice right away that the look, the feel, the actual combat, far from the Hades genre, and I can't deny that. I mean, I'm not going to be the one that calls out IGN for their bait, or maybe I will be, maybe someday at least. Yeah, you can dash right through this ogre, troll, whatever it is, and avoid his moves, and then slowly kill it. Let's try to switch it up. We broke the armor. I don't know if attacking in the air really does a whole lot for us, but there we go. Dude is dead.
The next test awaits.
I haven't had any performance problems. It's been running pretty smooth so far for me, so no issues with that. There's definitely there's nothing wrong with the UI, but it's a little quirky, I guess is how I would describe it, in that things kind of happen that you wouldn't expect. So I can pay 16 health to get 12 max HP. I guess I'll try doing that. We don't actually get the HP back, which I guess isn't obvious. Well, I only lost 6 HP to make that happen, but I don't know if that's easy to get back or not. But in that, we picked up our first boon, I guess we could call it. This is a lightning scroll. So we got a counter element. After a perfect dodge or when hit, summon a bolt to strike the attacker for 24 damage. While in dash, inflict a static on every target you pass through, but it doesn't explain what static is, unfortunately for us. Your secondary attack applies static, and finishing it calls down a storm blast in front of you after a 1-second delay, dealing 80 bolt damage in an area. So our secondary attack is our Y button, so only when you finish it will you get the bolt of lightning to come down, it would appear. But rinse and repeat, we pick up rewards, we continue. You can get a fire scroll if you go to the right, but I guess we'll do a random element to see if we can get more lightning. Not really sure how beneficial that's going to be. There is a bunch of meta upgrades that we'll show you after the run is over. I'll probably die somewhere along the way. I don't really know how much content is in the playtest. It kind of looks like there's a decent amount of meta stuff, though, is what I could say. This is supposed to be... Oh my goodness, please, my friends. Could probably use this, huh? This is going to be a co-op game, you should know. Which is going to be a big draw to a lot of people, I'm sure, right? Excuse me, my ogre friend. Didn't really stagger him there. Unfortunately, the playtest is not co-op. They do not have co-op available, and they only have one playable character right now. I think they show 4-ish on the menus. We'll probably see them after the run is over. Man, I certainly took some damage there. And it doesn't look like they give away heals super often as well. We got ourselves a skill manual. I'm actually not positive what those are for quite yet, but it must be some kind of meta. So here we go. We got a random scroll here. So it looks like it offers us just elements from everything, potentially. So we have 2 fire and 1 ice. So we got 2 counters that require us to get a perfect dodge, which I'm not super excited about. While using the dash, you are enveloped in flames that inflict 32 fire to nearby enemies. I think I'll take the flame wreath then. Oh, there's no animation to that, unfortunately, yet. Since it is a play test, as you can imagine, it's a little rough around the edges, to say the least. We are picking up an anvil here, which is equivalent to sort of the Hades hammer upgrades, I guess. Maybe not quite as transformative, but they do a bit, at least. But the combat, so I've never played the game Genshin Impact. However, I've seen people play it, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this kind of has a look similar to Genshin Impact, correct? Feel free to tell me if I'm way off on the mark. Genshin Impact with boons or something like that. Okay, let's use our cooldown. I'm not really using the regular attack at all because we don't have... It's not empowered at all with our moves, so I'm not certain why I would. I'm not really seeing the fire either, unfortunately. I'm going to open this up. We got another ogre. I can't tell... Okay, yeah, I actually do see the fire now after dashing through him, so just happy to know that it's working. So yeah, it's a pretty limited playtest, but it should be available to everyone, potentially. Click on the link in the description. We're not sponsored or anything, but yeah, if you just want to try it out, there's probably a request access button that you can try to utilize. Let's see what we got going on here. Use the anvil. Here we go. Upgrades your dash attack. Dash attack leaves behind a spinning vortex that deals 82 damage over 4 seconds. Or Falling Willows. Downward secondary attack summons a rain of phantom swords at your landing point, dealing 82 damage. Okay, so we like that since we're using the secondary attack a lot. I feel like you kind of want to go into one particular move, right? This jade is used to upgrade different things at the hub world. Coins, I believe, are mostly used in the run, if I'm not mistaken. Our goal apparently is to defeat, was it Goldcroak or something like that? It seemed it. But yeah, heals are kind of rare right now. There was, the kinds of upgrades you can get at the town was things like max health increase, just attack increase, a couple other bigger things that it's not very clear where it goes. I'll go back when I'm ready, not before. However, your persistence is commendable. Here, a token for your troubles. Now let me sleep. You're welcome, lazy cat. Okay. So anything on the other side? Doesn't look it. So it seems we can continue. So we got fire. We do have a fire dash. Next reward, used to unlock cultivation grid upgrades in town. So that's more jade, I'm guessing, is what it's trying to describe. So I guess we'll do random elements to see if we can get more lightning-related things. Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of synergies yet. In fact, we've only seen like 3 different slots, I guess is how you would describe it, right? Alright, let's try to make sure... We really want to use this slam downward more than anything. Seems like you get that armor back on a regular basis somehow. Is there a healer up here? Are you a healer? We'll make quick work with you, buddy. Oh, they left a poisonous fog. Watch out then. So it does feel pretty smooth, I will say. Because they allow you to kind of dash in a very fluid way. So it does feel pretty nice. There's definitely a lot of combinations you could potentially achieve with chaining attacks together. Speedrunner, dash 250 times. There you go. Perfect for me, then. Oh, come on. Let's go, buddy. Oh, to get out of that. Thank you. 53 health to our name. Okay, there are a few things around after you clear a chamber that you might be able to interact with. Obtain the Zodiac's blessing. So you can pay either health or money to get something to happen here. The shop items are 10% cheaper. Just does not sound good to me. That seems like a pretty big pass. I also don't even know what a shopkeeper looks like quite yet. There's also this. Is this a scroll? Impart upon you a random element. Okay. So again, after a perfect dodge, you apply burn. Same thing with Winter Ward. After a perfect dodge or when hit, inflicts attackers with chill. Physical defense is increased by 15%. So it looks like this is sort of from level 1 to 2, or maybe it's just showing the number of lightning augments we have, kind of. Increased number of times arc chains by 2.
No
I'm not
take
certain
lights.
that's done much. Congratulations, your lightning skills have leveled up. The more unique upgrades you obtain for a particular element, the higher its resonance. Check your inventory to see what you've unlocked. No takebacks. No takebacks? Oh, no, never mind. That was the narrator. Heaven's Wrath, rank 2 out of 4. So, oh, okay, at rank 2, the blast radius is increased by 160%. Oh, you can look at more details here. Secondary attack applies static, a temporary mark that can be used to trigger other lightning effects, it simply says. Okay, I don't know if that still made it totally clear. Bolt, it says, is a damaging lightning strike that inflicts static. Storm Blast. A delayed blast of lightning that deals high damage and inflicts static. Okay, well, either way, it's kind of gotten something interesting to it. So it's still telling me to check out that statue, but I think I've decided to pass on it. I kind of feel like I gotta take a quick look around. I think if you crack open all these pots, you might find $1 or $2. This is such a big pet peeve of mine, though. I'm looking at you, Returnal. I know, you've probably, if you watch a lot of my videos, you've probably heard me complain about this. But putting currency in breakable pots that requires the player to go around and break them all in order to get them all is just so frustrating. Let's just take more upgrades. We're going to do some more fire, I suppose. See what we can do with that, shall we? Okay, might have slightly wasted that, but so be it. Ooh, that's a lot of lightning now, huh? That's pretty nice. An increased size is actually doing quite a bit here, too. Took a little bit of damage from something there. Anything else? Hello, my friend. How are you? What is this rock that's glowing? That might be just where the reward spawns, maybe? I hope we have a boss that we can fight. I will, of course, give my overall thoughts about my experience at the end of the video. I mean, I guess as a sneak peek, like, there's promise. There's some amount of promise here. We took another big hit, though. I don't know if we're gonna survive forever at this point. There are sort of achievements that you can reach that I can't tell if it's just you get a stat upgrade or if it unlocks something that you can then unlock with some kind of currency. I'm actually not even sure. Oh, okay. I was gonna say. One little mushroom left. That is donezo. Hoping to find a way to recover some health here, huh? Let's see. Blessing in the Shrine. Increased damage by 20% while at full HP. Well, I'd love to take that, but I haven't been at full HP since Chamber 1, I believe. So, I don't know. There's not much else to spend our money on, though, so should I buy it in case it does become relevant? I guess we could. Hate to die with a bunch of money like that, right? We got Ember Guard being offered again. Burn damage takes 50% faster, or your secondary attack inflicts 61 burn, conjures 2 flaming orbs circle around you. So this will actually replace Heaven's Wrath, so we definitely don't want that. So I guess we'll take Immolation. That makes the most sense. But now we can look at the level 2. Increase burn damage to 50. Okay. Okay, we're moving along. It does seem like the pool is surprisingly low in terms of possible upgrades that we've seen so far. I'm also kind of surprised that there's nothing that you can get to empower your basic attack. I will buy this upgrade, even though it doesn't sound like it's going to do anything, possibly ever. But yeah, I'm surprised there isn't a slot for your basic attack, unless we've just gotten that unlucky. Rooster will be making a stop in this area in his airship. Alright, I'm looking forward to meeting Rooster then. This might be like a shop or something. Oh yeah, it is indeed a shop. I might regret spending that money then. So you can buy Ember Guard here straight up for 125. Storm Step. While in dash, inflict a static on every target you pass through. Gain 4% crit chance. That's also 125. Restore 50 HP. 4% crit chance. I think I'll take Storm Step because that'll be... Oh, that'll replace the Flame one, though. Oh, crap. Ember Guard just feels very weak. But will give us a level 3 resonance here. While on long dash, the burn effect is increased to 75. Oh, that doesn't sound good. That requires rank 4, too. So does that mean... What is the next rank here? Requires 4. Damage is increased to 138, while delay is increased to 2.5. So does that mean I'll just take the crit chance and the heal? Because these just don't sound very meaningful. I guess that's what we're going to do. We got another anvil ahead of us. Is this going to be like a boss arena of some kind? Almost kind of looks it, right? Interact. Mini-boss shrine. Defeat the greater demon. Okay, my dude. It's actually my first time seeing this guy. We'll see how we do here. It seems like dashing in and doing a falling attack here is working quite well for us. We broke the armor. Oh, okay. Summon some ads. Kind of a weird hitbox. After that. I was in the air, so I thought maybe I'd be okay. Whoa, I tried the dash, but I failed. Might have been on cooldown. Frog is almost dead. So the camera is a bit of a problem because you can't actually lock on to enemies or anything. But Goldcroak is down, baby.
I must say, I'm impressed.
Lovely.
Don't trip over your own success.
Sorry, Frog. That water sound effect. Oh my god, it's so loud. Hey, we got a little heal after that. That's lovely. Okay, what do we got for ourselves? Every attack you do has a 40% chance of releasing a pressure wave dealing 84 damage. Every attack, like literally everything? I would hope so. Dash attack loses behind a spinning vortex, deals 84 damage over 4 seconds. I don't use the dash attack, so I guess I'm going to take Possessed Sword and hope that it works. Unless it only affects your regular attacks, but I actually cannot tell. Timekeeper, how are you? Bravo, your conquest of the giant Goldcroak is marvelous indeed, yet the trials hold deeper secrets. Step into the quiet ticking of time and meditate with me to unravel its cycles. Breathe in. As day fades to night, our stillness stirs the dance of time. Sun and moon in their eternal twirl make every moment a new beginning. Embrace this cycle to master the trials. Breathe out. Meet me in the village where I will reveal the secrets of bending time to your will. Advance to the Zodiac trial to reach the Zodiac boss. Oh good, it's not over yet. I would almost be disappointed if it was. Okay, we got a little bit more here, it looks. So we have a day-night cycle, interestingly, kind of, in a weird way. It's kind of nice that they changed up the look in that way. I mean, maybe it's just a lighting change, so... Let's see if we can get more lightning by going this way. I've been really... They really want me to take the perfect dodge boon, don't they? Like, desperately. They are down bad to get me to start perfect dodging. Okay, try not to blow the dashes too much. So I took some damage there. Sometimes you kind of dash into enemies. Ooh, mistimed, right? I should probably kill this ranged guy in the back. Ooh, I hope we can actually reach the boss at this rate. There's apparently something left. Let me see, where is it? There is a double jump. Are you up here? Oh, you are up here. Oh. There we go. Careful, slow, steady. And then there's even more enemies. I wonder what this is. Oh, did I summon something by doing that? By standing there? Or did something summon them for us? Something struck me. Well, it seems like the icon is gone, so I might have interacted with that in some way. Interestingly. Okay, say goodnight. And looks like that's everything for us. I don't know what the benefit of summoning all those little guys was.
I understand.
Maybe just a little bit more currency, a little bit more money, not sure. Don't see anything else around here. I lost a annoying amount of health already in the second, I guess we'll call it zone. Primary attack damage increased by 15%. Well, now we know that there are potential shops, so that is useless. We are not using our primary attack. We are spamming our secondary attack like none other. So here's our random scroll here. Stormcloak is back. Oy, oy, oy. They want it. They want it so badly. When burn damage reaches its max, consume all to create an explosion. I kind of want to get more into the lightning, admittedly. So maybe I'm willing to just fill in this, finally, even though it's not really going to happen that much. You get some hit stop, as we call it. A quiet place to rest and recover. Oh, lovely. You get some hit stop when you do a perfect dodge, so it makes it kind of clear. Couldn't even go to max HP. For shame. Trade or use coins to obtain upgrades from various places or more fire. Well, if I had taken that bomb thing, I probably would go left and just try to get more fire there, obviously. But that is not the case. I might be spending some of my dashes a bit haphazardly and not saving it for defensive maneuvers, right? I'm willing to admit it. It's in my nature, what can I tell you? Okay, open up that. We got some jade. It is very satisfying, right? It is quite satisfying. So we did a perfect dodge there, if you notice the slowdown. Perform 200 hops. I thought that guy was like right next to me. Okay. Destroying like big groups of enemies, it doesn't really, it never gets old, you know what I mean? The question really just becomes, is this going to be like a broken build generator style game? Or where, you know, either feast or famine, like you're kind of expected to get something that just plows through lots of enemies? Or is this going to be the kind of game that's meant to be more slow and methodical? I'm not certain what I prefer now that I think about it. I probably tend to lean into the broken build games, truth be told.
The rhythm intensifies.
Can't help myself, you know? What can I say? Okay, let's see what we got for ourselves here. Gain between 150 and 250 gold right now, then discard this boon. So there's no downside, huh? So I pay $100 to basically gain some random amount of money. But it's all a net positive, so I don't know why I wouldn't do it. Oh, it's not saying I can... Oh, okay, I'm just getting some right now. Okay, I think I understand. I hope it doesn't just start offering us a bunch of trades for our boons if we get, like, too many. This is actually going to be our third anvil, which is kind of surprising. Where'd this guy go? Okay. DPS meters would be great in games like this, as per usual, right? Because it can be hard to sort of measure how useful your different abilities are just from watching. You just kind of go based on the feedback of playing. Like, enemies seem to die a little bit faster now, right? But that feeling isn't always right. I've fallen for it before in the past myself. Whoa. Dude almost got me. I thought that wasn't on cooldown, but it was. There is like a slight audio cue for when your special isn't on cooldown anymore. Ever so slight.
But don't trip over your
Okay, anvil number 3, what do you got? Increases fox form speed by 30%. When running through enemies in fox form, inflict a fox mark, which applies a 25% damage taken debuff. I see. Falling Willows 2 increases the number of swords. Well, we're definitely going to do that. Those are interesting upgrades, I will say. Well, the fox one is interesting. The one we took was actually much more passive, but that does sound difficult to utilize, though. That you're kind of asking for a lot to have us hold down the dash, I feel. Maybe it's not as bad as I think, though. All right, we have a lot of money. I hope we get the opportunity to spend it. We're actually going on to the next area. This is 3 out of 4, it looks, and now we're in the mountain area. All right, what do we got to have here?
At the pinnacle where many have fallen.
Taking a peek around. So what's this? Rooster will be making a stop in this area in his airship. Okay, so this must be right before a boss or mini-boss, I would gather, right? Okay, we got ourselves a lightning scroll of... Oh, wait, it's not really a lightning scroll. Storm Herald, after using specially Stormcloud forms above you for 8 seconds, periodically applying a static mark every 1 second. That is beautiful. And now we have Resonance level 4 for the lightning. Oh, so it acts like there is a slot here for your primary attack, yet we somehow still have not been offered anything for it. I'm not certain why. Damage increased to 138, while delay is increased to 2.5 seconds, though. Cremation. Enemies killed with burn emit a fire wave. Not good, but it is incredible. But we do have a lot of money. So I feel like you probably just buy it anyway. This is, after you dash, you increase your move speed by 7% for 2 seconds. I'm not certain how long a run is going to last here. But I feel the need to just kind of take these. What do we got? Obtain or evolve one of your techniques. But it has the symbol of a mad goat, so I wonder if it is a boss or a mini-boss, perhaps. The goat Zodiac. Who knew, right? Okay, there's our lightning. Where did goat Zodiac go? Let's make sure we use our special aplenty. Watch out. Dash out of that. Oh. Get back in that. Feels like we're pretty strong to me. It kind of just went really high up in the air, and I'm not really sure why. You can probably utilize the special to get some iframes, as we call it, too, if needed. I think he does something that might kind of knock me into the air. So he wasn't taking damage during that. Let's see. I'm watching the red. I'm just trying not to stand in it, because I assume he's kind of out of plain sight at the moment. I'm not certain if there's... Okay, there he is. That was kind of cool. Oh, man, something was hitting me. Yatta, baby, look at all that lightning. Okay, I'm coming back. Oh, God. Okay, I was not expecting that. All right, I'm coming. Couldn't totally tell what he was doing, but that's okay. You poke. I stab. He's down to it. Dash through. Don't do it. I only got 24 health. Woo! There we go. The Zodiac is down. Ooh. Use the anvil anyway. That sound effect sounds awfully familiar, don't you agree? Increase effect chance to 60% and damage to 129. The pressure wave will also apply the primary attack effect. Ooh. Each hit of special deals 10% bonus damage. If an enemy is killed by special, add 1 more slashes to the move. But they're both good. And it looks like the run might be over anyway. So, I don't know. I'm going to take the first one. They both sounded pretty fun, though, I'd say. Leave the area. Give us feedback. I want to know the end of the story, even if I have beaten all the levels. Okay, so we're going to skip the feedback for now, since we're doing a YouTube video. But there you go. There's the run. About 30 minutes, so I think I'm happy with the run length. It would probably go faster, too. It might even be a bit short. Can we all agree? I mean, 1 mini-boss, 1 boss. You probably need it to be a little bit longer, but nothing crazy. 3 zones could probably do you if I were to guess. Let's quickly go over the meta stuff over at the village, though. And I'll give you my current thoughts about it as we talk about. So, I guess it feels like there's promise, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? Is it just sort of like a masher a little bit? A little bit. I did have fun. I am having fun, I guess I should say. I don't know if they're really going to carry this all over into pure fruition where we're going to have, you know, a lot of players really interested in it. The Boon system currently does not feel super synergistic, you know? The upgrades are cool, but why didn't we offer any boons for our primary attack slot, you know? I want to be incentivized to swap between using the attack, the special, the secondary attack, you know? I didn't quite get that from the time that I did have with the game, but they definitely got some decent ideas going on here. Let's talk about the meta stuff here. So if you click on it, you can kind of tell. So I can get more max HP by doing that. Very simple, very straightforward. I can get... I don't know what the manuals are actually for. Spend skill manuals to unlock challengers technique slots. I don't know if we can actually do that during the... What do we have this thing called here? Playtest. Puzzle Stone. Platforming puzzle shrines can now spawn in a run. We just bought combat drills to increase our attack by 5% per rank. And there goes all of our jade already. After that, you can kind of look at your character. Here, you can look at weapon as if, you know, okay, there are actually different weapons you can presently equip. The meta stuff all seems okay, but like the UI and some other things about it could definitely use some polish, right? So like you can barely feel its weight in your hand. Damage reduced by 40%, but the speed is increased by 50%. I see. It says there's a next rank. Unlock a technique slot. Okay, empty slot. Exclusive technique. Oh, so can I equip these before even starting a run? It kind of seems. The next one requires 5. So we get to start with Possessed Sword, if I'm understanding it correctly. It seems that way. So you have different outfits here too, but it looks like those are just all cosmetic. Pretty though, right? Very cute, I gotta say. I didn't get to look at every single thing here, you should know. Yeah, it kind of just goes into the detail about the different attacks you got there as well. And I think that's about it, unless the Timekeeper is something new for us. May the moonlight guide your path. If we go to the trial entrance, you kind of see what you'd expect here. The starter techniques and your loadout, and we're in single player, but this would just start another run. Well, what do you think? Let me know. I think I gave my thoughts. It's decent with some promise to it. Replayability is key. Lots of variety is key in something like this. I think less wandering after combat. You know, don't make us try to find the exit. Wasn't hard to find, but there was like a decent amount of walking in between. Keep it flowing really smooth. Create more synergies with the scroll system and, you know, give us a much, much larger variety there. And I think we'll have a pretty good time. But let me know what y'all think if you enjoyed it. If you're going to try it out, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. And I'll see you in the next video.